Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Shamadri. You can call me Maj, it don't even matter. But I'm gonna give my testimony on the reason why I follow Jesus. I'm playing the game right now, so I'll be looking above. But so for the longest time, I was just stuck smoking weed. I was just stuck in a bad position. I was always just doing bad stuff. I was basically, what people like to say would be in the streets, but for me, it wasn't what everybody likes, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't what everybody else is doing. I was, selling drugs and stuff, selling weed and other stuff just like everybody else, Everybody glorify that stuff, and I really don't see how, because it's nothing cool, but that's what I wanted to do because everybody around me was doing it. And my mama always told me to be a leader, not a follower, but for some reason that didn't click to me until I got a little bit older, But so I always wanted to follow what everybody else is doing. I always wanted to be accepted, just like, be accepted into friend groups and stuff like that, or with the wrong crowd, really. But I was in and out of juvenile since I was 15, and I stopped going when I was 18. So 3 years of my life in and out of there for no reason, just because I wouldn't comply with the rules when I should have been in school, but as I got older, I stopped doing all the other stuff. I stopped doing all that crazy stuff, and the one thing I couldn't stop doing was smoking weed for some reason. And a lot of people, they don't look at weed bad, but I do. I look at weed bad because of what it did to my life. I can't speak for everybody else, and I'm not going to, but for me, weed got me comfortable with being broke. It got me comfortable with being a bum, I like to say. So I never stayed at my mama's house when I could. I could have stayed at my mama's house, and that's a place to stay, but I was always running around the streets, staying with other people. So basically I was really homeless, but by choice. So it was just a bad spot in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bad position. And you never really, when you smoking weed with everybody, you think everybody cool with you. Man, everybody ain't cool with you, and everybody don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna learn that when you stop smoking weed, because when you stop smoking, like me, you gonna notice that everybody don't want to come around no more because it ain't nothing to do. What they would like to say, it ain't nothing to do, but it's plenty of stuff to do without smoking weed. Plenty of stuff. But anyway, the way that I stopped smoking weed was not even on my own. It wasn't on my own ability. God is the one who helped me stop smoking weed. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because I couldn't have did it without myself. I couldn't have did it without God. My bad, I'm tripping. But so I started, one day I was just on Instagram, and I started seeing stuff that I see every day, really. But this particular day, I didn't want to look at that stuff no more. What I'm talking about is like, females and stuff like that, showing their body, dudes and stuff gang banging, showing their guns and stuff like that, money, drugs, weed, all that stuff. It just got old to me, you know what I'm saying? And then every time I open up Facebook, everybody just talking about sex. Like that's mainly always the conversation. It's really just a waste of time. So I just got tired of seeing it, and then I just unfollowed everybody on there. I unfollowed everybody, and I started watching videos about Jesus and stuff like that, like watching church sermons and stuff. And then I started watching different people just speak about God and stuff like that. And so I got to work one day, and I decided to unfollow everybody on Instagram and just follow nothing but posts about God. If it wasn't talking about God, I wasn't following it, So, because when you unfollow certain stuff on Instagram, your algorithm changes. So mine changed completely, and I'm gonna say that was the best move I made. So I had stopped smoking for 3 days, but I still wanted to smoke a little bit. So when I was at work, I prayed to God. As I was unfollowing those people, I prayed to God and said, God, just use me to speak. Just use me to speak for you, God. Just use me to let people know that you are real, that you are here, and stuff like that. So, I'm trying to think. So as I'm at work and I'm praying, I texted everybody that was on my phone, and some people replied and some people didn't. But I texted them, I said, I want you to go to heaven, but it's up to you if you're going to go or not, It's up to you if you want to go. And some people replied negatively, some people didn't reply at all. And one person, they thought I was crazy. They said, are you on any drugs or anything like that? Like, that's sad because you think that I'm on drugs because I'm talking about God, but it's okay. So, so after I did that, I got home. Well, actually, before I got home, I was still at work. I was actually driving on the forklift. And I said, Lord, I still want to smoke. I said, just give me this one sign to help me stop smoking. I said, just give me this one sign and I'll stop. So, right after that happened, right after I said that, it was getting close to coming home. It was like 6 o'clock, like 6 or 6:30. And I go home at 7. But as I was driving, I had knocked some rubber off of this pallet. And the rubber was heavy, so it made me stay an extra hour. So I didn't get home till around 8, maybe 8:30. So after that, I went to sleep, and then I called my friend over, and then we smoked. And I was telling her about God the whole time as we were smoking. And as crazy as it may seem, I just was doing it, But I still knew that God was real. So whenever she left, literally like right when she left, I went in the house to go watch this TV show on my computer that was it's actually called The Bible on the History Channel. So I went to go watch that, and as I went to go get my computer out the room, it's crazy. It's crazy. As I went to go get my computer out the room, hold on. Let me slow down. As I went to go get my computer, I was in the room and I was going to watch it in there at first, but I stopped and said, it's too dark in here, so let me go in the living room. So I went in the living room, sat down, got my computer, and then I went back in the room because I had forgot my headphones. So right as the door is right here. So right when I get to I'm walking, right when I get to right here, close to the door, I said, nah, let me pray real quick. So I went in the room, I prayed, and I said, Lord, it didn't make me feel no different. Those are my exact words. And I'm sitting here waiting. I'm sitting there waiting for something else to say. And as I'm waiting, I just think about this all the time. As I'm waiting in the room, it's dark. Remember, it's dark. I hear a voice go through my ear. Like, it wasn't like a voice. It was like, the only way that I can explain it, because it's unexplainable. The only way that I could really explain it is that it was like if somebody was to blow a flute through my ear. Like, it sounded like a instrument, really. So if somebody was to blow a flute through my ear, that's the only way I can explain it. But through that noise, through the sound that I heard, I understood words. You know what I'm saying? I understood words out of a sound that I know it don't make sense in this world, but it makes a whole lot of sense at the same time. It makes a whole lot of sense. So as I hear this sound go through my ear, it was like just pretend somebody blow through your ear, like that kind of sound. It went right through my ear, and then as it happened, I heard the words "try again." So I understood "try again" out of that sound, and I know I heard the sound because I felt the wind off of it, And I looked over at my window to see if the window was open, and it was not open. You know what I'm saying? The window wasn't even open. So I was just like, try again. And I looked up and I said, yes, sir. And I just started crying and crying and crying and crying. You can ask my friend right now. You know, if one day I ever put my friend on here, he could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as it happened, his name is Jay. As soon as it happened, I opened the door. I said, Jay, God just spoke to me. And I was crying as I'm talking to him. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him the biggest hug in the world. And he said, are you going to stop smoking? And I said, yes. You know, I said, yes. Or, no, actually, he said, are you going to smoke again? And I said, no. I said, no. That's what it was. My bad. I'm tripping. But, yeah. He asked me, was I going to smoke again? Because he knew, what the heck? Man. I lost the thing to my glasses. But, yes, he knew that he knew that I smoked real bad and stuff like that. So that's why he asked me that. But I don't blame him, you know what I'm saying? And even after that, I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I still end up messing up, you know what I'm saying? Because that whole week, when that happened, I was going to work smiling every day. I was asking everybody that they believe in God, everything, because it was just fresh on my mind. Like, God just spoke to me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to spread the word, and I wasn't prepared for the people who would say no, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't prepared for that back then. You know, I thought everybody believed in God right at that moment when I did, you know. So went to work asking everybody, do they believe in God? I was not prepared to hear the no's, you know. But it's okay though, you know. I just want them to see for themselves one day, you know, because everybody can't see the way I seen it. Everybody can't understand, but they will one day. Hopefully it's not too late either. But man, I just want to let everybody know that God is real. You know, if you feel like you want to go to God and talk to God, just do it, you know. Just do it. Don't let nobody think of you any type of different way, you know what I'm saying? If they do think of you any type of different way, I don't know how to explain it. That's them, you know what I'm saying? That's something in their head. But at the same time, you know who you are. Just like I know who I am. I know that for the longest, when I was in the streets doing all that bad stuff, I didn't want to be. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be accepted. I didn't want to be doing that, but I just wanted everybody to think I was cool or think I was, you know, I didn't want to be doing all that stuff, you know. Because if everybody, I just like to think of it like this, like, because the way I was addicted to weed, just imagine if smoking crack was the cool thing back then, you know, when I was in school. Just imagine if smoking crack was cool. It sounds crazy, but just imagine if smoking crack was cool and I smoked crack, I would be addicted to it just like I was addicted to weed. And when I thought about that, I said, nah, man, I can't smoke no more. I can't do nothing else that's cool that everybody doing. I'm going to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? I wish that studying the Bible was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of friends over here studying the Bible with me. You know, I do that every day. I wish that was cool. You know, I wish talking to God, praying was cool. But everybody want to put everything else like that to the side. But it's okay though, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna see one day, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't believe, it's just like gravity, right? Or it's just like air. I can say that I don't breathe oxygen, and I can say that I'm not held down by gravity, but it don't matter. I can say that all I want. That don't mean that it's true. So just like you can say you don't believe in God, and you can say that there is no God. You can say that all you want, but it's true. Like, you can say it all you want. It don't matter, because he's still there. He's still there. He's still doing what he do every day. You know what I'm saying? He wake up everybody in this world every single day. And people will do what they want to do because he gave them the free will. That's what love is, you know? Because if he forced us to love him, we would be robots. You know what I'm saying? And then if we still had our mind, we would be like, man, I wish I could do what I want. So he let you do what you want. And we still complain sometimes as people. But, man, that's all I got to say. thank y'all for listening. If you did, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, just have a good day. If you get a chance, you know what I'm saying, read your Bible. If you don't understand it, go watch some videos, you know what I'm saying? You watch videos on everything else, you know? You watch Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You spend your time on this. Just take 10 minutes to watch a video about God. That's all I'm asking. But in Jesus' name, have a good day.